Happy 29 months, ya dang jerk.
Hello, 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 what is up, you damn jerks? Life is yours, good to see ya, Sorry, Pichu808, how's it going? Shoob, thank you so very much for 29 frickin' months in a row. That is insane. Thank you for continuing to support the stream, even though I'm nothing but a jerk to you. I appreciate it. Bye, Fox, hello. A bok to you too. RBS, hi, how is it going? Good to see you have the right glasses on. I do. I made sure. Uphill water. That intro will never get old. I'm so glad you guys like it. We've been having that intro for like at least a year now. And huge thank you to Cerebral 3D. If you guys are ever out, if you guys are at the end of the stream when we raid Cerebral 3D, he's actually the one who made that as a gift, as a surprise for me last year. It's absolutely amazing. I love the intro. Nut, how are you doing? Got streams. Good to see you too. What other jerks are in here? Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Slot the Nader 5000. Good to see your face around these parts of town. Let me show you guys what I did. I made something for fun this morning. So I was trying to warm up, not warm up, do something a little bit fun because I've been just murdered to death by bugs. And so yesterday I made this. It's not a well. You know, it kind of looks like a well. It is a mill, a grain mill. So remember last time, I think on Monday on stream, we made, it's been a while, indeed it has. What's up, Gots? On Monday stream, or when did we make it? I don't remember. We made a mill, right? For Riverside. This is the mill. And I put the text on the side, Riverside Grain Company, limited edition. We gotta mill some corn. Oh, you better believe it. It'd be cool if there was something you could actually do with this. So now this is something I wanted to do since I've made this damn game, and I wanted to do it. I wanted to make sure I do it before March. I could not launch this game without actually putting a freaking mill next to the water wheel. It's been driving me, it's been not driving me crazy, but it's been something that's personally affected me since this game has been out, that the Riverside water wheel is attached to just like a regular ass shed. So, finally changed it. Instagram, nice! Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen my Instagram, which I think I have a command for, I just posted a time lapse of me working on it this morning. I literally just finished it at like 1:45 p.m. Wherever when does this Instagram post go up? 22 minutes ago is when I finished painting this thing. Took me about 40 minutes to do, I think. So this is a 40-minute time lapse of the entire process on the Instagrams. Should add an Isaac company below that sign. Ooh, I like that. That's a good Easter egg. Let's do that. It's a canvas, so I could just write whatever. Oh no, it's not. But it's a texture. I could just write something into that. Yeah, this is me going through the whole thing. So 40 minutes of drawing lines and trying to be cool and not pick my nose while the camera was going. So yeah, if you're an Instagram user, make sure you follow my Instagram channel to see more, even more extra behind the scenes content of what I do around these parts. I try to post at least a time lapse, some Unity tips, and some fun stuff every day. Or like one of those each day. Read up, yeah, how's it going? Don't know what is happening, but I'm still going to ask if you have any new strings. I think there's like 2 new strings. Let me check. My internet's been really laggy today, so I hope it doesn't affect stream. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new strings. Mainly for the emotes. Might I add the flag idea, Vibe? I don't know. So the problem with flags is that they're actually cloth. So I can't actually just put a flag into the game because then it'll just be a square and then it won't flap and it'll look really silly. So I don't want to do any cloth physics because that would affect performance. So this is let's add this little Easter egg that Shoop thought of. Oh, some windows on the side so that someone across from the river could snipe them inside. Would limit camping as well. Ooh, I like that a lot. You're seeing windows on the side of this wall. You could see into the mill. So you're exposed inside. Does the water wheel spin? Oh yeah, of course. It spins and it splashes some water down here. And a few months ago, I finally added noise to it as well. Let's take some notes. I think Life's idea is good. Oh, my Notepad++ is crap. You know, Notepad++ is supposed to be this like lightweight application. Yeah, it always crashes. Okay, so cheese mask, gas mask, gas mask hat. Add window to mill to prevent camping. I can't jump on the roof from the water wheel. You can. You can just, oh, if you can't jump from here to here, but you can jump from here to here. Although if you have the chicken, I think you can jump from here to here. Or if you rocket jump. Oh, my parkours are messed up. I'm sorry. Wholly owned subsidiary Isaac Corp. It might be too much text. What about an Isaac Corp? Well, it's just the word companies used already here. The original one was... And I've lost it in all the box. Need to learn the map all over again. Hopefully it freshens up the map for you classic players. Damn. Wait, what was your first idea, Shoop? I can't find the message. It was... Oh, here we go. An Isaac company. Yes, I don't want to use the word company twice. Wait, actually, I saw a reference to this. I think it was called Grain Mill. Or Farm Mill. I was using a picture to make this mill and it had actually had a company name on the side. Ooh, an Isaac Corporation. That's good. Oh, I guess I lost my reference. A division of the Isaac Corp. You know, that's something I could put in the distance. Well, I'd always wanted to make, I'm not going to make it now, but we have that, I think it's untextured on roadside. Someday I should actually texture this. Because now that you could, so I'll point out something really interesting, which is now that you can go to the top of the water mill, you can see really far on the map, which makes it look really like dumb far away. So I added like trees and stuff. But something that we could add in the future is these water tank thingies that I already have, but little secret, it's not textured. It's far away enough that like players don't really notice that it's not textured. So we can still put this on Riverside, just put it far away. Wait, so the Z has to be capital? Oh, it's caps lock, so we're fine. What's happening? Oh no! Wait. I screwed it up. The gnome spawn out of the map? Yeah, I've seen that before too. I haven't quite figured out how to prevent that from happening. Was it like right beyond the cones? It's weird because the gnome is supposed to know, like it already checks to make sure that there's a valid walking path from itself to for the player to get to it. But for some reason on Roadside, it considers underneath the truck and right outside the cones as a valid walking path. It doesn't make any sense because you can't walk there. I suppose what I could do is put like a big invisible block just around there so it doesn't ever try to do that. I can put this. There's nothing like really in the distance back here. I'll put this thingy. And you know, someday we'll texture this. But not today. Texture enough today. Oh wait, we're gonna have to make some hats. I'll probably do more texturing today. I don't know, maybe we'll get around to texturing this today. It shouldn't be too bad, it's just wood, and I pretty much streamlined my wood process, which is just like boop, doop, doop, and shloop, and then you made some wood. Add the Moo Moo Cow logo to the water tower. Ooh, yeah. That could be cool. Remind me when we paint it, because I'm gonna forget. Take me back. Okay, now it says an Isaac Corp. Now it's not smudged out, like it needs some dirt on it. Make sure the smudge covers it. Nice and worn out. Alright. I haven't actually seen the mill in game myself, so let's go take a look. Gotta translate emotes. There really isn't a word for Russian for it. I don't know how other games translate it. That's a good question. I wonder if we could, like, I could try firing up like Fortnite or something, and I think you could change languages in those games, right? I gotta repaint the roof tiles. Not sure if we're gonna do it on stream or not, but we might get to it. In Dutch, it's emoticon. Gotcha. Ooh, I like this thing. Look at this picture. Look at this prop. So we got the water tower, we got a windmill, right? We have both of those things in our game. But look at this. It's like the, you know, the kind of sign they would have at like a national park or just like a place. I like that a lot. Alright, Mr. Mill. How are you today? Your grenade, just in case. You never know what goes on here. So I added the lights, which are kind of low. So I might try to raise the ceiling a little bit. Here's the mill. It's very dark in here because there's no lighting. So actually, Life's idea of adding windows will help kind of brighten up the inside of the mill a little bit. You can even see my beautiful textures. Wonder if you can... Damn it!
Victory!
Damn it! Wrong button. Oh look, the mill actually shows up in the victory screen. I kind of wish there was a logo on the front now too. Would it be dumb if the same logo's on the front and on the side? I was surprised it's being colored so dark. These buildings are kind of bright, but this building is like extra dark. There we go. Looks like the material was actually had a color on it. Considered my idea for the quick switch. No? What idea? Emotes for taunts, yeah. Can I have what your farmer looks like so I can add to my poster? My farmer? I'm always the same farmer from like the Steam box art. So just the default mustache, default beard, and default like the hair going on the sides. All black. Do one of those historical markers that's packed full of Easter egg stuff, like how it looked along the first EA release, etc. Like an in-map credits or something. Oh, you mean on the little sign? Shoot. What do you mean in reference to? What do you mean on the front of this? Like, do you guys think I can do this? Like, have, instead of having to make like another sign, just have this on both sides of the building? Since the building shows up in the victory area, it would be nice if it had some text on it. Can I get away with that, or is that bad? Shock and Rumors is set in like the 1950s, 1960s time. It's supposed to be right when the moon landing happens, and I always just forget when that date was. Moon landing was in 1959. Yes, Shock and Rumors is meant to take place in like 1959. Not strictly 1959. I'm very loosey-goosey with it. Obscure historical markers you find when you're out and driving around. Yeah, that'd be super cool. That'd be chock full of Easter eggs. I think that's okay, right? Having it there twice. $1969? Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad. 1969. 1959 was when they put the first human object on the moon. 1969 is when Neil Armstrong stepped on the moon. Yeah, 1969, I guess. Or just about there. And the reason is because I want the farmers to go to the moon. Wasn't cute to switch your last year's weapon instead of just scrolling through the weapons list? Yes, that's on. I do like that suggestion a lot. I saw it. I saw your suggestion. I added it to my like list of things I want to add to the game. Eventually. When was the first dog sent to the moon? That's a good question. I don't know. Okay, let's get started. Actually, it'd be pretty easy to make these windows. Now that we have modular walls. The 1v1 maps like a restaurant or fast food player or something like that. Yeah, Nat, I've always wanted to make 1v1 maps. Making a map takes so long, so I've always procrastinated, but I did want to make 1v1 maps, like 1v1 versions of every map, but then it's hard to like let the players choose that map and not the other maps and stuff. But yeah, I like that idea a lot. The other thing I've always wanted to add in the game is this read. Is a diner and roadside, but it would make the map bigger, and so I never actually added it because I'm not sure if the map. I think a lot of people like the map at its current size, so I don't think I want to change that. I always wish there was a diner, so I might make like a. What I want to do, if the launch goes well, which hopefully it goes well, I want to make more versions of every map, and I have an idea for each one. So like with roadside, I would do a roadside diner, or maybe back when like the hotel wasn't destroyed, so it would be like a version of the motel that's actually fixed with the diner there and the gas station. Everything's actually lively. Then we have to do everyone's idea from the beginning of like having the cars drive in and out. And then for west side, I want to do canyon with like a train bridge and a train that drives around. That people have always wanted a train map in west side, so I want to do that. So a west side map, or a canyon side map, I guess. I don't know what the roadside other one would be, like diner side? That sounds dumb. And then for countryside, I always wanted to do like, what did I call it? I don't remember, but it was like a maze, like a hay bale maze. Which I didn't realize it was an offer. How come? It's the Steam Lunar New Year sale. So to celebrate Lunar New Year, Steam's having a big sale. Make a window. That's low enough. Yeah, and the county fair map is something I've always wanted to make. Fair side or carnival side or something. County fair map would be awesome. I had a whole design for it once, but it would take a bunch of assets to make. What's blocking me right now? yeah, first we gotta finish Riverside. Remember that map? For some reason it always selects this stupid light. I don't get it. How does this light constantly get selected? Those windows attached? Like just barely attached. Okay, so now that the ceiling is higher, I can put these lights higher. They don't look so ridiculous. Yeah, Riverside is basically done now. This asset is the last thing I really ever wanted to make in Riverside. I'm just going to put that windowed wall here. One, because we actually need windowed walls for future maps. We're actually going to be reusing all these modular walls to build all of our assets in Oceanside as well. Once the glasses look in game, you're gonna have to go find them. Maybe I moved them. They're not in the same place anymore. Pivot's gonna be on the center here. Alright, looks like a thing. I mess with the shape a little bit because it's a little dumb. I preserve UVs there so that the wood tiling stays the same. Yeah, it's still on the same map. Alright, and this is going to be a window wall. Oh my gosh, this Chrono Cross song? All the work you're doing now being released in a few weeks? Yeah. The game is being released 1.0, March 1st. Is the goal. All of this be released. And I'm scared. I was freaking out this afternoon. I realized it's 24 days. I don't know how I'm gonna. Oh my god! This happened earlier today too. Something is wrong with my my Maya. It's exporting everything at a totally insane scale. Cheat sheet. I think it seems right. I don't see a problem. Like the new map look? Thanks. It's very feng shui. Could be really tiny farmers in a huge world. That would be a great map idea, honey. I shop the farmers. I don't see what happened. What changed? If I restart Maya, or this happened earlier when I was making the mill. The mill. What's up, alien? Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an alien. Wait, CSGO actually had, or Counter-Strike Source actually had tiny maps? No way. I smell the sound of a bok man. I have to get a picture of the complete. Oh my god, where's my phone? Suspicious. Well, this is really weird. I've never actually lost my phone before. I have no idea where it is. I wanted to take a picture of... I finished the thing, and then I went to poop, and then I posted it. Oh crap, look at the seams. These seams are garbage. What happened down there? I mean, it kind of works because they're two different planks of wood. But it would be a little bit nicer if they're a little consistent. Just a little bit consistent. I posted on Instagram and then... I have no memory of what happened to me after that. Like, how did I get from posting on Instagram to coming on this stream? You stole it, Vibe? I knew it. I knew it was an inside job. There, and then on the bottom. Here. Oh, I'm not even saving it. Is that a sign of Alzheimer's? I hope not. Don't freak me out. I'm a hypochondriac. Like, I remember I ate guacamole with chips, and I was eating it, and then I was like, oh, I should go... I can't remember if I said I should go eat this upstairs or downstairs. Yeah, I did. Wait, okay, hold on. I said I should eat this upstairs and start the stream, start the timer. I turned on the timer, and then I think I went in my bed, and I laid in my bed and ate it, which I don't normally do. I never eat food in my bed, except I did today. Maybe why I'm not remembering it. So maybe it's in my bed. I got it! Detective Quasi is on the case. Cobble Dev, oh my goodness, coming in with 17 months. I'm so sorry I walked away at the exact moment. How's it going? Thank you so very much for 17 months in a row and 19 months total of support. I appreciate it, Cobble. I didn't miss it. I heard it. I was right over there. I found my phone. It was in my bed the whole time. Exactly where I would least expect it. I with my phone next to me in my bed every morning, like a warm lover. I try to keep my phone far away from me so that I don't get woken up by it. Well, I put it on Do Not Disturb, but I don't get woken up by like the lights turning on, or I don't try to use it in the middle of the night, and so that I can actually get up to turn my alarm off, because otherwise I'll never turn it off. Bum, 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 bum. Achievement, throw a pineapple into the mill. Oh yeah, I was trying that earlier and it wasn't working. Let's see if we can actually do it. I think if you archerize it enough, then I should be able to do it. Copy that. We should almost. You guys didn't notice I updated all the grenade explosions. It's bullshit. I think as it throws it higher. Yay! Oh, okay. That doesn't work. I mean, that does work. Call it a slum dunk? Oh, so I've been thinking about changing the name. Right now, the pineapple grenade is called the PK2. What do you guys think about calling it the pineapple-nade? Uh-oh. Where's the text on this side? Where's the text on this side? Oh, oops. I'm pretty sure they're being disabled. Oh, in this basket. Wait, if you put it in the basket, it would go through and fall into the well. I forgot that's like a thing. This and this has a hide on play script on it. So does this one. Know what you're doing? My friend was invisible the whole game and he managed to kill me and I couldn't kill him. What? Invisible like camo or invisible like you couldn't see him? Call it a fruit basket? That's great. I don't know how I would detect it though. Uh-oh. Fully invisible? I had that happen once like 6 months ago and it was like they existed on the network but you didn't exist on the network. Can you, did you F6 net at all? If you hit F6 in the game, it'll send me a report so I could review the log and see if there are any errors before you turn the game off. Even better than Predator Invisible. Alright, well, if the game's still on, if you press F6 and submit it, that'd be super helpful. If it's not, it's totally okay. If you do see it happen in the future, then I think the best thing to do is to like leave the room and rejoin. But I haven't quite figured out what causes it yet, where like I think the server doesn't tell you that a player exists or something. It's really weird because they can still shoot you. Uh-oh. It's an atrium. But yeah, you can just, a couple times while playing Hide and Freeze, no one looked like a snowman. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. And I think it's related. That one is, really bad. There's some of these networking ones that I just don't get where it comes from. I love when there's a bug report and I'm just like, oh yeah, I know exactly where to go to fix that. And then there's bug reports where it's just like, how is this mathematically possible? Want to add a little bit of shading here. It looks like these are cracks and not just lines. Just give them some depth. You know, I'm so scared to finish Shotgun Farmers, but I'm also really excited to start a new project. So far, it seems like 2 years is about the average time it takes me to make a game. Kayak took me 2 years, and Shotgun Farmers is taking me 2 years. bit of shading there. Being a bug where there was a huge King Kong monkey running around throwing cars at everyone made it pretty hard to play. Do you know how to fix that? Yeah, actually, it's a checkbox when you make the room. If you go to like underneath where it says game mode, you'll see how many players, and you'll see how long you want the match to be, and then right below that, there's actually a button for do you want giant gorilla monkey that throws cars. So if you just uncheck that, it should be fine. Found it. Nice. I forgot to save this again. Now that I don't store PSDs into the project file, actually go save them. Alright, much better. Okay. Oh, so the idea with this thing, which I'm not going to do it right now or anytime soon, is that this is actually going to be something you can interact with. It's actually a valve you can turn. What would that valve do, you say? Good question. Want to make an online game? I thought I couldn't handle it either, and I guess I still don't know if I can handle it. But I'm doing something. I'm doing something. But yeah, we gotta figure out why my mind is not exporting correctly anymore. So this time it didn't make everything get gigantic. Oh, I forgot about your detective game. Have you not been working on it? I thought that was a really good idea. Your interest swayed too much. Yeah, you know, my theory, because I was for a very long time at a point where I couldn't stick to one project. Before I made Sky, I got a really hard time just doing one thing. I would always be jumping between projects. I think something I see with a lot of game developers, not uncommon at all. And my theory, and maybe this isn't true. I don't know. I haven't tested it enough yet, but it's that if you're constantly losing interest in a project, then you might just not be interested in that project. Like I absolutely love Shotgun Farmers, and nothing makes me not want to work on it. And there are days when I'm tired of working on it, but nothing makes me not want to like just stop it altogether. And I think that's the key to continue working on something, is to just to find that project that you just don't want to not work on. Slow Sketches, thank you for the follow. We'll put two windows, one there and then one right by the valve here. It's kind of dumb because you can see the water wheel, but whatever. Unless I put the valve here. And you can see it right through this window. Well, taking small breaks is huge, yeah. Oh, you actually switch from game dev to movie making and rocket science, then music production. Wait, rocket science? What? What's up, Gio? Did I stay home again? What do you mean? Oh, you're talking to your son, sorry. Rocket science phase? That's sweet. I wish I had a rocket science phase. All I got are these regular ass phases. And this regular ass phase. Oops. A window there. It seems weird to have a window right where the mill is. But it does help with camping there, so I guess we'll leave it for now. Get rid of this light because it was redundant anyway. Light over the power up, light over the entrances, and then light coming in from here should help light this up better. These are kind of making it really busy in here. So we'll grab a green barrel because there's a lot of red barrels in this scene. But no green barrel. Oh, there's a blue barrel too? What? I had no idea. Who made this game? Can we see melt steel beams? What do you mean? Oh, you didn't mean in the game. Yeah. I could try to melt some steel beams. That could look cool. That's... There's already one over there. Falling over. A war zone place with derelict buildings. Ooh, like a post-apocalyptic place. Those are barrels for mountainside. Oh, that'd be great. Actually, there's been, I don't know if you guys have been in the Discord in the map suggestion section, which is here. Here. Who was it that did this? Geo came up with like a really exciting map idea that I think this will actually become. So if you remember, I tried to make mountainside twice. 3 times personally, twice on stream. Mountainside was one of the original 4 maps. It was going to be Countryside, Riverside, West Side, and Mountainside. It was one of the original 4. The Mountainside got cut because I just couldn't get it to work. I just couldn't get it to feel right. It always felt dumb and weird and just didn't fit into the rest of the game. So it's constantly cut. I tried to make it again, but it still was bad. So then I made Graveside instead. And then I tried to design it again once at home, and it still, I just couldn't get a handle on it. And I think Geo's idea for a gold mining map could actually be the next Mountainside, where it's like, because I remember Mountainside, I wanted to make this like mine cart thing where it was like mostly interior. I think this gold mining map really helps kind of find the vision for that, where it's like going through the mountains and like there's a lot of tunnely area, so it's like kind of interior, but you're actually on the side of a mountain, and I think that could be a really cool way to bring back Mountainside someday. I think once we're close to the door, I might make it hard to get to it from the inside of that angle. You mean this thing? This thing. But there's so many barrels. What? Or you think it'll be hard to get to the door? This is here. See what you mean. This one is kind of awkward. Put a crate there. Wait, no, I don't want crates in here because they don't bake properly. We could have like some signs and other crap up here too. Oh, I can move the rope. Do that. Come on, little ropey. Come on. There you go. What? Why does it wrap around? This X 90 and then Z 180. This is good for strangling. So I can't, that's one of the unfortunate things, or that's one of the design choices I make, is I can never hang, or I never hang rakes, brooms, anything that's a tool, anything that looks like something you can have in your game. So like, because rakes, brooms, golf clubs, and bats, etc. are all actual weapon skins in the game, I never want to have them laying around the level, because for me, if I was a new player, I would think that then that's something I could interact with. So if you see an enemy player running around with a baseball bat, and you saw a baseball bat, or if you see an enemy player running with a rake and you saw a rake leaning against a wall, you would then go and try to pick up that rake and be confused why you're not able to touch it. And so to keep the design consistent, I choose never to have items in the game world that would look like they could be weapons in the game as well. Which is the same reason why I don't have like naturally occurring crops or vegetables. There's never any tomatoes laying around or pineapples laying around, because I think to me, I want the player, whenever they see a vegetable, that's a gun. Whenever they see a farming tool, that's a shovel. The business side, which is just a huge office building with sales regarding farming things. That's really cool. How about the business side, like the business side of things? That's a really cool idea. And if you shoot people out there, like if you shoot someone, they're near the glass and it breaks the glass and they fall out. Great DLC ideas. Or for Shotgun Farmers 2. How long after the first game do people usually wait to make a sequel? 12 years? Or 12 months? Do I know version from CSGO? I don't know. Two opposite skyscrapers. Oh, snap. What are we up to doing again? I gotta make the cheese hat, but I'm trying to see. Let's paint the roof of this, because that's a little more urgent. This update's gonna go out. The way I UV this is interesting. What's on the back side of roofs? Is it more tiles? What does the bottom of a roof look like? What's a honey spindle? Having wood go across the windows, that would be sweet, and you fight on this little bridge. Maybe an in-progress office building, also kind of like a construction site. Okay, so it is plywood on the back of the roofs. All right. So, okay, so I can texture this like the other roof. I don't have an attic. I live in well, there is an attic, but I don't have access to it. I assume that. No, I'm in the top, I'm in the attic. I'm on the top floor. This is the attic. I can't see my roof. I'm assuming I'll need to use... Oh, that is cool. That looks like a lot of work, though. Go barn roof. That's environments, shed V02. Now we're going to remake these UVs. To match it. Yeah, the Europe map with the grass on the roof is something I still want to make too. When is a good question. I mean, as long as shotgun farmers can keep bringing in enough money for me to make more content than I hope to, it really depends on how that goes. Theme is pretty obvious. Oh, like a honey stick. That's a good idea for shovel skin. To make the homes more environmentally minded with solar panels. Oh, that's a good idea. And actually have like electric windmills or whatever. What's your idea, Kyle? Has it got some honey residue on it? Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know what the shader would be for that. What's up, Almost Bearded? Good to see you. We're great with our beekeeper hat. The whole bee-themed update. What's up, General Defense? How's it going? A pretty small map, but it's in 2 different layers. One on the ground inside the houses where you can fight, but it's pretty narrow since the houses are close together. But then you can climb onto the roof where there is grass, so guns can still grow. Since it's raised above everything else, you can basically mostly see the guys up there unless you look down. All the houses have always between them, so it creates a cool 2-story map. So there's a kind of like a ton of houses or like a really tight town, you mean, Cobble? Yeah, I like that idea a lot. It'd be the first level, because there's no level right now where the second tier can actually grow crops on it. You just want to come up with the idea? It's a good idea. Bee stick. Uh-oh. Eyes. GT Craze!
What you working on? Causey jerk.
Coming in with 33 frickin' months. I am working on the MMO expansion for Shotgun Farmers. I think it's time to finally take this game where it was meant to go and crush World of Warcraft. What do you guys say? What the hell's up with these pieces? That's not what? You guys don't think we should turn Shotgun Farmers into an MMO? With classes and skill trees and an auction house? I am confused. I thought that's what you guys said we should do next. That's better overall. There'll be so many bugs in there. My games never have bugs. Make a simpler path and make a tycoon game out of it. Ooh. Wait, how's a tycoon game simpler? These seem really hard to make. All Proxy games are bug free, everyone knows that. How dare you say there's bugs in my games? I've never seen a single one. Everyone knows the bugs channel in the Discord is just made up. We just have it there for fun. People just make jokes about bugs and we all laugh at how it's so great there's no bugs in the game. Alright, the roofs are ruined. That's because it has the wrong material. Seams are still pretty old. Why? Why does the seam seem so obvious? The city skylines. Forgot about the end. Alright, see general defense. Here's the color of those walls. They need to be red, not light brown. Why would they be red? Yeah, I'm trying to get too crazy with the caps. Cause is for a tense chat. They need to be different. Well, that's the goal. So the other side of the river is all red, and this side of the river is all brown. For a long time, several art degrees on it, Kabul. Yeah, that is exactly what I was imagining for Hillside, the European map. That's a perfect image, actually. I love how everyone's fighting, everyone's trying to kill each other, but these two guys, or these two farmers right here, are just like, you know what, let's just hug it out. Let's just hug it out. There's no need for war. Let's just hug it out. I'm going to save this into my level reference. And do I have a Hillside folder? I do. Save credit. Call dev, in case I forgot. How dare you insult me like that? I'm sorry. The two new walls? Oh, these? It's just because the light hasn't baked. So all the walls, if I delete them and I undo it, they'll just turn like that. So once the game regenerates the lighting, then it'll turn dark like the rest of them. It takes like 30 minutes to do, and it would totally crash the stream. That's why, like, see how these barrels are brighter, but those barrels are darker? Because I have to regenerate the lighting. Let's see how this feels. Probably should have baked occlusion. Let's check the bug reports. Okay, yeah, we're gonna work on there's some bugs with the taunt menu and riding pig. Is that a new build slot? I did not, mainly because I wasn't able to finish things I thought I was gonna finish because I fell asleep. I apologize for that. I didn't want to give you a build that was already kind of broken, because then I don't want to waste your time with stuff that wasn't bugs yet. But should be good to go after this stream. I also have time to address a couple more things that you found. Let me lower these rocks so you can... Yeah, life. I like that. I liked your idea a lot about putting windows in here. It really opens up this space a lot more. We could put a window on this side too now, since we have it. Put a window right there. That new explosion, isn't it sexy? I also added lines to the shotgun. I don't know if you guys think it's good or bad. It renders lines when you shoot now. The sniper does. And the pistol does. Look at how big these tomatoes are. Where's my stool? Oh crap. Why isn't my stool showing? Everything else is showing. Vertical that's really? That's good to know. Slope ramps that are the most fun way to go over in shooting games that allow you to choose how much you want to be covered by walking back and forth. Oh, that's a good point. We don't do enough of that in shotgun farmers. So, wait! What? There's a stool now! You guys saw there wasn't a stool, right? I'm not crazy. Look at all those shotguns I made. Weird. There was a stool? What do I believe? Well, that's weird. I jumped for some reason at the end of that. Oh, I found a bug. Look. See when it says ammo is full, so you can't reharvest a shotgun plant? Switch to your shovel. You can harvest it. I should probably report that. Ammo is full, can harvest when holding shovel. The milk shake a bit and make a clunk as you shoot it? Milk? Mill? What's a mill? You mean this thing? I think it's pretty stable. It shouldn't be affected by gunfire. I wonder if you could like crouch into this window. Oh, you can! Go up here and I crouch and I walk forward. No. The mill is the inside? This thing? Maybe a big thing to wobble. Okay, we're done here, I think. Yeah, more and more wobbly stuff is great, but so the big trade-off when something is wobbly is... Where the hell are you guys going? Oh yeah, that's not the test. So the big trade-off when something is anything wobbly or moves is that it's no longer static, which means it actually costs performance. So things like this mailbox has like multiple draw calls because it can't batch with other items in the scene. I did make the tractor. Yeah, I'll show you guys the new tractor. I made a change to it too. It does go up and down now since the tractor was already not static. Excuse me. I'm trying to test a bug here. Turn the bots off. Okay, so Slot said when you go into the water, your pig gets slower, and if you jump out, and you are sometimes stuck still being slow. Right? Yep. So the game still thinks I'm in what is hilarious. So I'm in my pig in the water, and I walk off the water, and I jump off the pig, it still thinks that I'm in water. That's great. I think it's because I never technically exited the water. Now I have, because I was riding. You have water in your boots, yeah. See you, Cobble! Thanks for the great idea, by the way. So that should be an easy fix in that... I think it's like... Clear surface? No. I think it's called surface trigger. On trigger enter, we go on slowed. Then we reset on slowed. Wait, is it? Do on trigger stay as well? Problematic. Technically, if you jump off the pig, like an easy fix is like when you jump off the pig, just make sure you're not still slowed by the water. But if you jump off the pig into water, not sure what'll happen. Don't hit the horse while standing behind it. That's awesome. Yeah, so I can reset. I'm going to reset the movement. My worry is that if you're actually like, if you're in a vehicle or like something like if you're riding something, but that thing is underwater and then you get out of it, it won't actually detect that you're in water again because you didn't re-enter the same trigger. I guess we could worry about that later because right now the pig floats, so it should be fine. Yeah, I could check periodically if you're entered into water. Yes, true. This is I think there's a function. of lead void, clear slowed. Do you have an event system? For players? For some things, I have like a bunch of different event systems. Where do I want to do this? Oh, on vehicle exit, which is, I guess, in the vehicle controller. This is a stop riding vehicle. Stop riding flag is kind of funny because you can't ride a flag. It's not Harry Potter. Do I have an event on? Event.limit? Nope. I don't know what that means. Okay, so let's see if this works. Node.js uses that kind of event system. Oh, interesting. I'm sure there's a way I could create that kind of system for Shotgun Front or for Unity. I'm just not familiar with it. Get on my Leel. Get on your Leel. Visit seat 2 and bring in a friend. It's that bug, and the other bug is the taunt menu selection. Wait for it to recompile. Event.emit, so emit events, and event.on to detect events. What does emitting event mean? Like, oh, just like sending events out? So, I mean, you can basically use like callbacks in C# for something like that, I'm assuming. Or something that's actually subscribed to events, and then you can send those events to anything that subscribes to it. It's actually a system I was going to make for, so the water in Riverside can rise now. I was going to make like a event listener for actually making it rise. User selection, is that the one with the text or the actual button now? The button is fixed in this build. It's the text, yeah, I think it's just the unlocks and stuff are showing wrong in the character selection menu. Hey guys. The mine, I'm just going to take this. The player's body not move up and down when he's riding? She's got a flurry of corn. I press the button that makes the bots taunt, and then I press the button that makes them move, and then they were taunting and moving at the same. Okay. Seems okay. Look at this cute little swimming piggy. Oh! Oh, interesting! So, you get damaged when you go underwater. Which also happens if your third-person camera goes underwater. Uh-oh. It was a first-person game, so the player is the camera. Damn it. Damn it! Make one thing, make 3 bugs, fix one thing, make 7 bugs, fix 7 bugs, make 12 bugs. Oh, and I fixed these doors. Whoa, wait. Is there an orange light again? Like in Roadside? Or is it just coming from the ground, reflecting up, I think? Like you can actually hear the water wheel from in here. You know, it's a horrible mess and I discourage everybody from doing it. Can you detect if the water is risen? No, because the water, like in Oceanside, the water doesn't rise, but you can still go underneath the water. So I raycast basically down from above to see if you're below the water or not. I can totally check if you're underwater and your camera's underwater. It'd have to be two separate things, I suppose. Right now I have one check for is underwater. Let's commit this. Riverside mill grain thing. Fix being slowed when jumping off egg and water. So the player has a boolean, but actually the camera's boolean underwater. We're gonna rename this to is camera underwater. Right now, vehicles always float, so fine. I don't think we should worry. But it's very easy. I could just make it if you're riding, or if you're in third person, and don't do this. I want to start raycasting to the player. It's used all over the place. I don't even know where underwater damage are. Do I know if something's FPS camera controller dot view equals third person? Does this actually ever get set? Oh, okay. Maybe it does. When I say vehicles float, well, there's only one vehicle in the game now, and that's the pig, and pigs always float. If there was ever other vehicles in the game, they probably wouldn't float. So like if I ever made, one of my dreams is that one day I could make the tractor into a vehicle, but then it wouldn't float, and then this would become a bug again. But I figure let's deal with it when that comes, because then we can just raycast to the player and detect if they're underwater. The pig sinks when the water is rising, you mean? Pretty sure the bots are better than Quasi at this game. Oh yeah, bots are way better than me. I made them. They're my children. That's interesting. I wonder why it would go along the floor when the water is raised. I'll note that down too. Maybe I never actually made the pig swim. I mean, I might remove water rising in this version. I'll worry about that later since it's causing so many issues. What major feature would you want to include Shotgun Farmers 2.0 if I could? That's a great question. I've actually put not a lot of time. I've been thinking about that a lot on and off. But do you mean Shotgun Farmers 2.0 as in like added content to this game, or do you mean Shotgun Farmers 2 like a sequel to this game?
Bring home the bacon.
You did used to swim? Huh, wonder what happened. Doesn't fix bugs. He makes the bugs. I am a bug. I'm actually a bug alien pretending to be human. No damage now. My camera can go underwater. Farmers 2 would be complete with super realistic characters and props with 4K HDR textures. If I ever made Chocolate Farmers 2, I would want the art style to look kind of like Mario Galaxy or Mario Odyssey, where it's like cartoony, but like, you know, like super, like still next gen at the same time. And available on the Switch. Yeah. Yeah. Nintendo doesn't seem to be the biggest fans of Shotgun Farmers right now. Sequel like a new game, but better? Yes, I mean, the first thing I would do is I would make it a lot easier to, to add guns to the game, like content-wise, because it's really hard to do that right now because it's not really a good system. I would have made a more modular map system. Like I'm only now trying to figure out how to make modular map pieces. Oh look, that doesn't connect. I'm only now figuring out how to make modular map pieces, and I would have really tried to iron out that system early on so that making maps would be not so difficult. Because I think like the more maps you have, the more content a shooter has, and the more like the less stale it becomes. And so I would ideally want to launch with like 10 maps as opposed to 3 maps, and then keep building maps from there. But because my map workflow is so slow and I haven't quite figured it out, it takes me a long time to make them. So that's one for sure. What else? I would probably use photonic engine because I know how to use it, and I don't know too many competing things. I did see it because I'm going to GDC next month, and they're doing a talk about, I want to say it's called Spatial OS or something that's adding multiplayer for Unity. What is the map creator? What's a map creator? Yeah, I think those are the two big ones. I mean, it's easy to say it now because I know the design of the game. When we first made Chocolate Farmers, I didn't know the design, so everything was constantly adding, right? The first version, there was no other guns. There was just a shotgun, so that's the main reason why there's only one slot. And that kind of worked out because I'm glad that you can't have multiple guns because then it ruins the farming aspect of it. Now in the sequel, I probably would find a way to balance farming with having an inventory of multiple weapons, maybe. I'm not really sure. I do think it kind of adds to the uniqueness of the game that you can't just have like 12 guns, kind of like in Halo. Unity has built-in multiplayer, but I personally think it sucks. What's up, Goon? How's it going? Quasi is the map creator? Yeah. Yeah, I think one up at a time makes it so that the farming actually matters. So there's that, and I probably would have tried to figure out, and it's something I'm still trying to figure out, but if there was a sequel, I would make something different than just having the global spawns. I would want some kind of a different system. Do like weapon drops, or maybe purchasing weapons like CSGO, I'm not sure, but the downside to weapon spawns, like having global weapon spawns, is that I'm really limited on adding new content to the game. If I want to add like 6 new guns, where the hell do I put them? You can only have so many guns per map. I really need to change that up, or do like a loadout system, like how more modern shooters do, but that doesn't actually fit into the current design of the game, so I couldn't add it to this version. But in a sequel, I'll try to figure out how to balance like a loadout system with the farming system. Yeah, Unit 6. How did Cheesiest turn out? I had to get rid of it. We have to start it over. It did not turn out at all. Every now and again, there are assets I make that I have to throw out. That's okay. We make them. Roof. Has wood on the bottom now. Okay. This gap is really weird. We're gonna close that up. Maybe even... That stinks. Ah, cheese pun. There's only like a balcony to the front of the mill? Oh, what do you mean by a balcony? I want to center this a little bit more. Alright, let's go to the main menu where the next bug lies waiting for it. Two double bottom boxes there and move the top one back over to get the gap for people to shoot through there. Oh, I don't want them to shoot through there. So the point of those boxes there is to give you cover when you're coming out of that doorway. So around most doorways, I try to put some form of cover. So even like, this is the main menu, but the barn normally, like that's why I put like these doors facing out this way. So that when you're running out, you're not just immediately just shot in the head. You have a little bit of a facing on at least one side. Same with if you're trying to like go into a doorway, then you can take cover in the doorway. So I usually, and this is like kind of when I try to put maps, I'll always try to put like a barrel or a hay bale around doorways just so that you're not completely exposed when you come out. I would remember the team fights for the control of the water flow of the dam, and in the end, the team that gets the dam to break the floods of the river, taking out everyone standing in it, wins. That'd be super cool. Yeah, something like that would be really cool for like a sequel, right? Like I liked Uncharted 3, I think it was. I did it a lot, where every map had like an event that could happen, and that could make a big difference in the gameplay. I would want to do something like that if there was a sequel. But I'm much rather work on a game outside the Shotgun Farmers universe for a little while, and maybe we'll come back to it someday. I do think it's has a really unique hook that would have some viability in a sequel like a year or two from now. I'm sure I'm going to say my next game is going to take 6 months, and I'm sure it's going to take 2 years. So. I think that's one of the interesting things as a game dev streamer is that I have to stream the same thing. I know a lot of people complain sometimes seeing the same game. They'll come back after 6 months or 3 months or 1 month and be like, oh, you're still working on this thing. And it's just like, yeah, that's kind of how long it takes. Some companies take 5 years. Stardew Valley took 5.5 years or something, 6 years, I want to say. And it takes so long. You just gotta be there. Gotta do it every day. Love the start screen crops. Oh, thanks. I think that was a stream idea. Pretty sure. All the really good achievement ideas have come from chat and from Discord. Yeah, if you're sick and tired of watching me work on Shotgun Farmers now, just know you'll be sick and tired of watching me work on the next thing too. That's kind of the consequence of actually making commercial products. What's up, Butterfly? How's it going? One add, your old map creation gives more detail on different maps, but it's slower. The modular maps are faster but less default and less variety. It also looks flat right now. Yeah, so I have to start working on adding more, I guess, non-modular pieces to the modular piece, like things that break up the modular pieces. So like in that mill, for example, something that what I want ideally is so like the mill right now looks like right, it looks like like a great way to break up the flatness of it, which I just haven't gone around to because it's a little bit of scope, is like adding something like this to the side. So it's not so flat, like another thing there with like maybe the door that's closed or whatever. So I do want to build this piece, but I don't actually have the tools to build that yet. I could build it out of this potentially, but I need actually I could build it out of this potentially, thinking about it out loud. I would just need a special piece for here. I don't have. Add a shed to the graveyard, that could be cool. What's up, Code? How's it going? Gonna break the crops if you're not in the main menu though. You have to click in and out. Yeah, I've thought about changing that, but I figured it adds to the Easter egginess of it. I'm doing good, Butterfly. Thanks for asking. Here's to the next 2 years. I don't wanna do it. Can we make something small? Something really, really small? An idea for a clicker game, and I'm pretty sure it's been done before, but I thought I could do a fun twist on it. Where I was playing, what is it? Is it Idle Heroes? No. The one where it's like about you like make a lot of money and you go to space. I don't know what it's called. Something as small as Convention Tycoon. I mean something in between. It's like in between this has been my next big project. So we talked about Convention Tycoon a little bit on last stream, where I don't actually have the budget to make it right now, so I need to make something that's going to make enough money so that I can make Convention Tycoon. The number of assets in Convention Tycoon are even more than in Shotgun Farmers. I've actually run out of budget working on Shotgun Farmers, so to make Convention Tycoon... Adventure Capitalist, yes, thank you. We'll get back to that in a second. Right, to make Convention Tycoon, I need more monies. That means either getting a publisher or making another product. And I don't want to get a publisher. I'm trying really hard not to. So that means making another game that can then finance that game. What about something like Cookie Clicker, but with box? A chicken clicker? That's in the Shotgun Farmers universe. So yes, I had an idea for like a streamer clicker, where you're streaming and then you're trying to like get followers and get viewers and get subscribers and stuff by clicking, and then but the change I want to do to my version of it, because I think some people have made some games similar to that. I want to make it so that it actually has the games in it, but like BS versions of the game. So like if you choose to stream a first-person shooter, then you play this like mini game that is a first-person shooter, but just like a shooting gallery or whatever, and you have to like play it over and over to get more points, to get more viewers, to get more subscribers, etc. So it's like a clicker game where you actually play mini games in it, but the mini games are very minimal, so they're not like Mario Party games. They're just like, if it's a platformer, then it's like a just jumping and moving left or to the right, like Endless Runner. And if it's a shooter, then it's just moving through like a those old games where you only go left and right and you can shoot. Quake, not Quake. Quake, not Quake. Whatever was before Quake. Doom? Convention Tycoon Quasi is the top result. If you Google Convention Tycoon, really? That's awesome. Oh yeah, that's awesome. It's all my YouTube ideas. And what's this? A Reddit post? The Button Smasher made a Reddit post about Convention Tycoon. He goes, wow, that's cool. Wait, what's this? Look at the image search. What's this? Oh, it's just gamedev Tycoon. Okay. You. What's this? Me. That's me. What's this? Gamedev Tycoon. Roblox. Yo, Roblox is everywhere all the time. Ah, this is Convention Tycoon. Okay, about putting ideas out on stream. Well, this is an idea that I'm not afraid to talk about because it's not super unique. I think it's been done before. And at least this way I have proof that I thought of it first. If someone wants to make it, they totally can. It's not something I'm really precious about because it's not something I plan on selling or doing anything crazy. It's something like I thought would be fun to make in like a week or two. The better quality equipment you get, the more viewers. Yeah, so you would like upgrade your camera and your microphone and all that kind of stuff. I thought it'd be funny. Okay, so let's fix this bug. Not quite sure what caused it, but I'll try to fix it. Yeah, it makes me sad that I have to feel like I can't talk about my ideas on stream now, because of course I love talking to you guys about it, but after the whole convention simulator situation, it's just like, huh, this is weird. And I don't think that they copied me. I think it just happened to be a coincidence, but it just makes me worrisome. So yeah, you can see here it says 27/7 unlocks, Vanos Gaming, even though I'm in the badge section, which actually I might know the fix for it. Bob, do you know if it happens to any other? Does it only happen at taunts? Does It might not. It might be an easier fix. What's up, Panos? How's it going? I'm doing good. Yeah, so the goal is to make a game kind of like YouTuber Life, but it would be like a clicker version of it. So YouTuber's Life is like a actual management sim game where you're like doing stuff, but I want to make a game where you're just not doing anything. You just click and then you upgrade stuff so that it keeps going and going and building and building and building. It's just taunts? Okay, good. So it's something to do with the menu then. Or just something hard coded. Go on new panel, last panel equals panel description.text. So this is not being triggered. Oh, because damn. Okay. So the taunt panels don't show until you click on a button. That's why it's happening. Yeah, we add taunts to the game. I'll show you in just a second. So when you hit the taunt tab, it opens this taunts canvas group. Is in a panel, and there is slots. What are custom? Yeah, taunts are disabled by default. I guess I could just do this differently then. Then it's correct, right? 4 out of 7. Wait, it's not supposed to count this. I don't usually not count. What? It's supposed to not count the nuns. Yeah, damn it. How long has that been open? Yeah, that would fix that too. I think it's actually just, maybe it's just relative to these two. I don't remember how I fixed it, to be honest. Is it a Boolean or something? Like don't count? Ignore as unlock, yeah. I guess I have to just actually check it myself. Probably automate this. So the zeroth element should always be ignored as unlock. If items equals 0 or items .id equals items unlock or the ID is 0. And then let's see, slot button currently activates. Oh, I could just call it, right? Just call this function. Public void on new panel. In start, I can just say panel on new panel. What's a market 2 fast going? All these buttons animate now when you hover over them. Before only these buttons hovered, so now I made all the social media buttons animate too. So it's 3 out of 6. I click it, that is true. So if anyone hasn't seen a taunt before, this is the hoedown taunt. Also the banjo, harmonica. And notice they're all playing the same song. So if you play these taunts together in the game, oh no, Vanos's beak is too high for the harmonica. If you play these taunts together in game, then you'll actually play the whole song as a band. Look, no stool again. I think I might know why. Now there's a stool. These only be on the first time. Where's your jaw hop? You can buy the DLC. It's on Steam for $17.99. Love the guitar? Me too. It's actually a mandolin. I just improved the animation a little bit yesterday too. I don't know why I'm wearing this. Oh. Now that's the right head. So what did I say was wrong? Oh, the stool, yeah. Stool doesn't render the first time. So a taunt has I guess a taunt controller has a nope, that's not it. Player taunt controller. Maybe you try and assign one slot that already has it assigned. Does a taunt disappear beforehand? What happens if you try and assign one to a slot that already has it assigned? You'll just have it multiple times, yeah. You can assign the same taunt to multiple slots, which I want to keep. You would pay to unlock this? Thanks, life. I'll give it to you for free! Yeah, I figured there was no reason to limit the UI so you can only have one taunt per slot, because it's not like it affects gameplay. So the player wants all 3 of their shortcuts to be banjo, then they should be able to do it. Okay, so here's a taunt model. So a taunt model has a list of transforms. On awake, we hide all the taunt models, or we store all the taunt models. And on show items, turn on all the items. Oh, what the hell? Debug it. More taunts in the future? Yeah, for sure. I still want to add the simple ones, so like waving and thumbs up, thumbs down. I actually want to do those as first-person emotes. I don't have a system for that yet, so that's why I add those in. And then I want to add, so there are some other really good ideas. Well, I think one was like digging with the shovel. I want to add one where you're just kind of like standing on your shovel, like casually. I want to do a square dancing one, but that'll be probably way down the line. I don't know how I'm going to animate square dancing. I really want to do a thing like in TF2 where you can link up square dances too. Here, it's turning off the harmonica. And then turning on the mandolin. There goes 2 items. Now it's turning on the wooden stool and the mandolin. But it didn't turn on the stool. The code literally said it was turning on the stool, but then it's not on. Oh, it's got multiple instrument components on it. That could be why. A bow? That's a good idea for one. Will be able to activate with level up or other ways like doing things in game. Yeah, I mean, I could pretty much, we can have them unlockable in any way we want. I don't know what other ways to do it, especially as we're running out of levels. In the future, if we're going to add more content to the game, we're going to have to come up with a new way to let players unlock stuff. That could be like crafting items or just unlocking them with like, I don't actually know. I haven't put too much thought into how I would do that. What's up, Gusta? How's it going? Do something crazy. Loop. I didn't expect that. Found this in user sub of Imager. Looks like a poster fitting for Westside. Let's see. Prestige unlocked. That's asking for a lot, though. Ooh, that is a great poster. The public domain. That was cool. Well, thank you. Loot boxes, yes, $19.99 each. And we could always do like a form of loot boxes, but it would be free, where you just unlock it by playing the game. But I don't know. I think it's not a good time to make anything like that. I know TF2 had like you craft stuff, right? Like you would get like ingredients and you craft them into like a random item or something. Loot boxes are stealing? Yeah, I would never do paid loot boxes. I more mean like you would just unlock random stuff in the game. Daily reward? That's not a bad idea. Yeah, you could trade daily rewards in for something. What am I doing? Oh, stupid. Play 10 matches to open a loot box, yeah. Every single loot box was random. But what the hell is this? Oh. It's the game. I think only loot box if you're paying for it, right? Oh, the other option is doing like what some guys are doing now. I think especially because of Fortnite, like the whole like season stuff, where like every season it just resets your level and you have to do it all over again. But the level up unlocks are different. But that's a lot of work for a one-person team. What am I doing here? Oh, we gotta fix the stool. Look how many instruments he has on. See, I think it's because the stool had 2 instruments attached to it. And white headshots, you get extra rewards. Couple people with Z weapons, you get extra rewards. Yeah, I think like trading in stuff like that could be. Content frequently forgot to work, plus some content gets locked away to new players. Yeah, that's true. That requires a ton of content and like a constant service of updates. What do other games do? I guess most online games are services, so they don't have like unlocks. Or they just do paid DLC, I suppose, like Battlefield and Halo and those games. I mean, we could do that, but that'd have to be like really valuable, like a pack of like a 60 hats and 6,000 tons and 400 some other stuff. Yeah, some kind of in-game currency earned by playing, but you can't buy it. Alright, there's my stool. Yeah, I want to do a dab one too, but I'm gonna save that one for later. I want to just have a hoedown and dab because that seems like silly. Oh, that's the other thing I don't like is that your gun doesn't show on your back when you taunt. Your gun just You can still shoot! What? I'm out of ammo. At one of those weird oil pumps are in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, I like that vibe. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Well, and appreciate Quasi for making Team Fortress stay all by himself. Is that a compliment? I can't tell. It's a pretty funny bug, it is. That was I've never tried firing when I'm taunting, because of course you can't fire. Do I not have a way to show all back weapons? Or show back weapon? Update back weapon? Show everything. And yeah, you're gonna be able to fire. Game dev is so crazy. It's something. It sure is something. So can shoot, pretty simple, I just need to add taunting. So I do have a bool that just checks if you're allowed to shoot or attack and stuff. Gotta make sure that's it. I bet there's like a lot of other little bugs with it. Maybe you could like harvest while you're taunting and stuff. Let's try that out. All the trolls! Wasn't working Dragon Farmers, he's thinking about what he wants to add to it. He doesn't do anything else. I really don't do much else. I mean, I try to see other humans sometimes. Watch Netflix sometimes. Watch a lot of GDC talks about game development. I read a lot of blog posts about game development. And I look at the Trello and cry every 6 hours. 6009 player controller? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No time to refactor. Don't forget Sherman? Oh yeah, sometimes I pet Sherman. single as a Pringle or taken as a bacon? Those are both delicious choices. FarmersOnly.com. I always forget that's a thing. Got lots of recommended GDC speeches. There's one that's really good that I just rewatched actually for like the third time. It's Slime Rancher, a preemptive post-mortem or something like that. It's a talk by the guy who made Slime Rancher. It's really good. He just talks about their process, their early access, marketing, and it's really good if you're currently starting a game or in development of a game, a commercial game. So that's a really good one that I like. There's the other one by the guy who did Descent, to talk about marketing as well. It's a really good one. Thanks, Code. Put the glass in front of the webcam so you can see how I see? Sure.
It's good and fun to watch, and
yeah, that's the talk right there.
Getting lots of views.
So this is how I see. Oh, it doesn't really show it on the camera. It's a lot redder than that. I guess you can kind of see. You see how blue the world is? Well, my world is rosy. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked me to do that. What camera do I use? I use a Logitech C922, I want to say. They just gave it to me for free at GDC last year. I was like, hey, stream on Twitch. I got a purple check mark. Give me a free camera. They're like, actually, we're giving everybody a free camera, so here you go. We're doing, oh yeah, taunting. Alright, can't no longer shoot, but I can switch weapons. I thought 113% that I did this. I must have moved something in the input class. All of this should be being skipped. Did I erase it? I feel like right here it should be... I want to add an amplitude 1 to the bubbles to make them move more side to side, if that's something you'd want. You mean the bubbles in the stream? I like them kind of raining down on me. If someone shoots you, does it interrupt or just carry on with the taunting? It'll carry on. It doesn't interrupt you. What should it do? Just give it to you, let you think it was such. Oh, I was just kidding. They were giving it out, and they ran out. Yes, they were giving out cameras to, I forget what you had to do to get it. You had to like go to their booth and like jump through hoops and like swallow a flaming sword or something. They would give you a free camera. And then they ran out when I went to go see them. I tried to talk to them and be like, hey, like, let me get a camera without doing all this stupid stuff. And so they gave me a card and they said just email this person. So I did, and I got a free camera. My orange glasses and not normal ones, Markin. I have problems with blue light. So earlier last year I had an eye surgery, which for some reason a side effect that I've had from that surgery is that I have trouble processing blue light. It causes me to have lots of different vision issues that I don't talk about very often. But I have trouble seeing certain things, and I have trouble looking at, like I have trouble seeing things in the dark, and I have trouble seeing things that are really blue, so I have trouble looking at the sky. I have trouble looking at like the ocean and lakes and stuff like that. And people who are wearing blue shirts or striped, I have trouble looking at patterns as well. So if you're wearing stripes or if there's a pattern on the floor, it actually makes me really dizzy and kind of confused. It's been a little bit of a struggle, but so the red glasses help me tune out the blue light a little bit, and so it doesn't bother me as much. The great side effect to having the red glasses, though, is they're also really good for computer screens. So computer screens, LED screens, give off a lot of blue light. And so my eyes don't get as fatigued when I'm working. It's kind of like wearing gunners, if you're familiar with those. And that helps block the computer light. do this one. The visual suit doesn't use any blue, yeah. It's for hipster reasons. A lot of people assume it. When I walk into places, people be like, "Whoa, cool glasses, bro." I'd be like, "Yeah, they're medically assigned." Yeah, I use Flux on my computer, but that's still not enough for me. Are eye donations a thing? Can we do that in this time and age? Like, give me your eyes? I mean, yeah, I'll just pop mine out and stick yours in. But then you'd have less of an eye. It's like Flux for your eyes, it is, yeah. It does get a little frustrating. A little frustrating sometimes. Having the right glasses on, because I can see around, right? You can always, if you guys wear glasses, you can see around your glasses. So like, this part of the world is normal and this part of the world is rosy. And sometimes I get really, it frustrates me. So I feel like I'm like inside of like a, feels like I'm just wearing like saran wrap on my face, you know? Want to wear cool red glasses? You can get them. I mean, so I just got these at a regular eyeglasses place. They just add the tint to your glasses. It was like $50 extra. Ironically, my insurance doesn't cover tints because I think it's too hipster. How do you look? You look very pretty. Profile isn't showing my kills, only deaths. I've sent a report, but I thought I would tell you. Thanks, RBS. That's weird. Maybe it doesn't think you're worthy. Get well, there's glasses that are enclosed on the side, and it's tell people I'm Cyclops. I like to pretend that I'm Cyclops sometimes. It makes me feel better about my eyes. Just be like, you don't want me to take these off because then it'll burn a hole in your face. Alright, now I can't switch weapons. I can't shoot and get shot. Oh, I love that he closes his eyes. Did you guys hear that? If you get killed while taunting, it plays the sound of a string breaking. Or not this one. Not this one. I forgot whose idea that was, but it was someone on stream. Someone kill me! Damn it, bots. It was life? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The scope creep. The creeper of scopes. Wait! Why are you guys not bothered by the fire? Oops. Chicken's not affected by fire again. Wait. Why isn't the horse being affected by fire? You gotta be kidding me. Wait, none of the animals are affected by fire. She got burnt to a black crisp. I don't know when the hell that happened. Done. I'm done. I'm done! That's so disrespectful. I'm glad you like it. Also got a washed up base. One thing they did too, if you didn't notice. Wait. Damn it, doesn't work. Your eye's supposed to be closed when you play the harmonica. Work in the main menu? Melee effect, that's a good question. The Doppler effect, yeah, it's kind of annoying sometimes because you need Doppler effect, isn't it? Hey, look! My taunts here are not what they show as in-game. It showed 4 empty slots. Array index out of range. What the... Oh, because I have no rooms. I have no maps in. It's got a woody. I already started at 0? What? I thought I already started at 10. Calling the function. Maybe it's not actually set up. I forgot to. The bool. Yep, close eyes is not selected. I'll update these icons also because it's got the lag icon on there. Where does that come from? The sprite renderer? Monica, this is hold down. Well, that icon is surprisingly popular on YouTube videos that I watch, which is cool. It was just a suggestion from someone in Discord. Look both ways before capturing. What? Camera's music? Oh yeah. Who's playing Kingdom Hearts 3? Anybody? There are capture points on the road are risky. I know, I love it. I'd completely forgotten that I even did that until I saw someone playing it on YouTube. And it was hilarious. I'm assuming the animal thing it breaks because when I change physics layers, I try to fix it in one thing and then it breaks something else. A lorry? Sounds like you're from the United Kingdom. Playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 3 was really excited to watch it on release, but something came up. I want to play it. I'm saving it. I'm saving myself. After Shotgun Farmers comes out, for 2 days straight, I'm just going to play Kingdom Hearts 3 and not wear pants. Are we testing? Oh yeah, the harmonica. Okay, yeah, so my slots are correct now. Why were they fake before? I think isn't it on Xbox now? I'm pretty sure it's on every console. Or the two major consoles. Yeah, it's on Xbox One and PS4. I don't have a PS4 either. Okay, so only banjo. Only harmonica. Now my eyes are closed. Great. Okay, cool. Oops, wrong button. You don't own any consoles? Gotcha. We know you're not wearing pads at the moment. Shh, Twitch terms of service. Can't say stuff like that. Oof. Oh, I haven't taken a break yet. Have I? Let's fix this harmonica bug, and then so we fixed the main menu bug, I'm pretty sure. I'll mark that as big. Am I still on heal? Yeah, I just had heal before I started stream. Is this stretch time? What happened to stretch time? That's a good question. I stopped doing stretch time when I moved into this room because I don't have enough room behind me to stretch. But we can try it. Do you guys want to stretch? I have to remember the command for it though. Okay, so this is correct now. Weird. Look at my eyes. It's so closed because I'm so intimately blowing into this harmonica. Don't you know my feels? I feel so feels. Exclamation stretch. Exclamation Thor! Damn, RBS, that proves that you are a classic quasi TVer. Do I have the layout for it? I don't know what triggers it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I don't know what triggers it. Maybe nothing. Okay, I don't know how to cancel this. Please stop. I didn't stop Thor. Our bot got deleted and we lost all those old commands. Maybe it's stretch time? Actually, I can just look at it. A green flash? Oh, sorry about that. Hopefully nobody watching it might have epilepsy. Damn, draw quasi TV. I miss cooldown sketches. Good times. Good times. So did we fix all of the... any of the major other bugs that Sloth found? The pig going underwater, I'll look at that later. Fix the roof material. I gotta repaint the countryside terrain. Oh, the punch animation. And then I think the rest of the ones are all visual stuff that I can work on over time. Sweet. There's that bug where I'm still spawning in the middle of Chicken Run in top of people. Or pixel art, yeah, that was good times. Let's see, where does there's a stretch video here. It's got stretch transition. This is this. There's a main. Here's transition manager. So it has stretch here as number 3. Stretch time. You gotta trigger that. Keyboard shortcut is 1. Where to this? Yeah, I tried to put in some checks in the player camera null ref. I'm not sure where it comes from. Oh, there we go. It's stretch time. Get off your butts. Get off your tushes. It's time to stretch. Ugh. We haven't done this in like a year. It is time to get up from wherever you're sitting and stretch your little butts. Do I have like a full screen camera? Nope, that's that. I could just duplicate this. Please don't mind me, I'm a professional streamer. Where the hell does it go? Oh, there. And there and down. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. The biggest quasi you've ever seen. The timer's first time, so it fires midstream. That's actually not a bad idea because then I'll never do it if it's not automated, right? That's a really, really good idea. All right, get up out of your chairs. We're gonna do some very simple stretches. If you don't want to stretch, you should because you will die, and I guarantee it. We're gonna do some very simple arm stretches and leg stretches if you have the ability to get up. If you can't, try to do it in your chair. If you're at school or work or something, you can still do some of these stretches while you're sitting down. It'll be good for you. It'll get your blood flowing. It'll get your brain working, and it'll get you not to be raisin. Let's start with some wrist stretches. My wrist has been damaged. Oh no, good thing I'm wearing pants for this stream. So we're going to do some really light wrist stretches. So I'm going to grab my wrist with my other hand and then very softly just pull it toward my body, not applying too much pressure, not trying to hurt myself. I'm going to pull it back the other way. Do the same thing on the other arm. That was a really good time to look away from your computer screen and kind of let your eyes relax a bit. All right, then we're going to roll the wrist around a little bit. If you've been sitting and watching me, then you've probably been sitting with your hands on your mouse and keyboard, which leads to destroyed wrists. That's a good idea. What? Am I tall or is it a tiny room? It's not a tiny room. My room, the ceiling's actually all the way over here, but this part of the ceiling is just slanted. I'm not very tall. I'm actually 3 feet 4 inches. All right, we're gonna stretch our triceps. So put your arm across your chest and then pull it in with the other arm. Switch. Should be feeling a stretch through this area of your arm here, getting some blood back into there. All right, now we're gonna roll our shoulders, so arms stretched out. Let's roll them. Roll them forward. And then let's roll them backwards. Take this opportunity not to look at me, but listen to my sweet voice and look around your room. See what things you haven't noticed in a long time. Be present. Look at your walls, look at how dirty your floors are. Realize you haven't vacuumed in weeks. All right, let's shake it out. Now we're gonna touch our toes. So my feet are shoulder width apart. If you can't reach your toes, just reach as far as you can. And the more we do stretch time together, the closer you'll get to reaching your toe. All right, back up to the other feet. Hope you guys are stretching. Hope you're not just sitting there watching. All right, and then last but certainly not least, we're gonna reach straight down right in between our toes to the floor. Actually, I'm gonna throw in one bonus stretch. Feet together, and then touch your toes with your feet together. This really helps stretch out your calves, hamstrings, and your toesies. All right, feeling good? If you're actually stretched, type a butt in chat. Did you see Life's idea? I did, yeah, I think it's a really good idea. All right, I'm seeing some butts. I love it. That felt really good. Awesome, awesome. I'm an idea maker. We can literally do it right now since we have the overlay open. I'm sure this will create a bug though. Let's make a coroutine. My enumerator. Stretch time delay. Float delay. Yield. Return new wait 4 seconds. And then we'll trigger a stretch time, which I don't actually know how to. Oh, right there. You do this every day at work? Yeah, it's really important. I stretch every morning when I wake up. I try to stretch some times periodically through the day, but I'm glad you guys reminded me that we should be doing it together on stream. To make sure that I do it, and then it makes sure that you guys do it as well. So what should the delay be? I think like, this is seconds, so we want to do stretch time delay. So const float stretch start delay. We could do it on the hour, or we could do it after 2 hours. I think 2 hours is safer. If like an hour, we're still kind of getting things together and complaining about bugs, and trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Is it after 60 seconds? An hour and a half? 2.5? Two and a half is good. That's about when we started today's one, right? Alright. So in theory, after 90 seconds, this should be 90 seconds times 60? Or... wait. I want minutes and hours and seconds. So 2.5 hours is... how many minutes are an hour? I can't remember how many minutes are an hour. 60 minutes are an hour, right? Okay. So it's gonna be 2.5 times 60 for seconds. That's right. That's 60 seconds. No, I just need, yeah. 60, this is how many minutes are in 2.5 hours times how many seconds are in 2.5 hours. Seems like a thing. I'll have to close the overlay. Very closed. You have to see that amount. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Gyros. Look at this blazing fast recompile time. Done. Rebuild it. So it would trigger 2.5 hours from now, but hopefully it'll trigger tomorrow when I start it as well. Alright, we can try to get back to the cheese block and the gas mask hat. Overlay back on. Do I stream tomorrow? No, I don't stream again until Monday. I will be strumming my guitar tomorrow, though. In Shotgun Park. Let's see, let's commit what we've done so far. Okay, I'm gonna go use the bathroom and grab a banana, and then I'll be right back. Be right back. Alrighty. Let's get back to making bugs. Thought it was Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it's Friday. Work on this, or work on this, or work on that, or work on that. I will leave Riverside to bake. What's up, Super Sniper? How's it going? Been a little while. Let's head over to the Mayas. It's loading, I guess. Or crashing, I'm not sure which one. Turns out it wasn't the chicken one, RBS? What was it? I think my mind has crashed. Or something. I'm gonna make a new version of this scene because obviously got quite a lot of hats in it. Oh, I guess I really can't work while Unity's baking. Look, there's the ice cube that you freeze people in. I'm gonna save this as a new file. Call this hats 2. Most of these, I'm gonna keep a couple of them for reference. All these basic ones. Oh man, I was working on an eggshell hat at some point. Man, it's hideous. Stream for an extra hour today? I can't! I would die! Don't you know I'm like the Cinderella of streaming? I stream past midnight, then I die. Speaking of something that's not related to this at all, I will be moving at the end of February. February 21st or 22nd, I'm moving. So that will probably make our stream setup look a little different. I don't know how it's going to look at the new place. More movements. Guys, my roommates and I are all leaving this house. Everyone's moving out, and so I'm going to go stay with my friend for a little bit. And so they're gonna let me set up in their house with someone to find a place to stream there. Let's say an inappropriate joke. Let's go with no. Alright, so we're gonna remake this because the way I made it before was garbage and was not very useful. Round 2. Yo, the beekeeper hat is so cool. I really want to figure out how to make bees fly around you without making it be dumb. This could just be little models that are just floating around you with like a static animation. They don't have to be random. You weren't able to stream again for months at a time? That'd be rough. I mean, it's such a like basic part of my workflow now. Like when I even plan out like tasks and stuff, I plan them out like, oh, these are the ones I'll do on stream, these are the ones I'll do off stream, because some are more fun than others. Yeah, that'd be a huge change. Look, this hat is huge. Looks like kind of like a pirate hat right now. Would I miss you guys? I would miss everybody except for 6 of you. You know who you are. You know who you are. Damn. Alright, pre-brand. You guys are so mean. I'll leave that. And I'll live with him in real life. Do you guys go to school together? Alright, so now we're going to try to be a little bit more economical with our holes. Last time I was a little too willy-nilly. I don't really think about them. This music fits the tone of "Would you miss us?" It does. Wait, why are we talking about me dying? Or never streaming again? Oh, kitty. I'm gonna make out. It's make out time. I didn't realize. You think cats just like they sit around and they're like, I haven't made out with a human in a little while. I should go see what they're up to. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Yes, that's fair. It's actually cheaper to do it this way. Or easier, rather. We're gonna raid today? I don't know. I usually don't decide until stream's over. You wanna tell me I should leave, Vibe? Is that what it is? Fine. No, I likes my cheese. I turned to a not safe for work stream. The cat put its butt in the camera. Because you can smash the windows, not in this version, but maybe in Chuck and Farmers 2. People, it's fun? Awesome, I'm glad you like it. Did we raid someone recently and then they either weren't live or They didn't speak English or something. It was pretty funny. Is this gonna have the result that I'm expecting? Am I doing this all wrong? No, it's fine. I see there's a much cleaner apology there. By using the edge of the cylinder inside of the face. This one I have to use. I stopped streaming because of economic situations? Oh my goodness. That's too bad. A lot of streamers from back in the day don't stream anymore. In the heydays. Oh, the kitty brought me a dead mouse. How cute. You want to show everybody your dead mouse? Alright, fine. Yeah, I've been really fortunate that I could just continue to stream and, you know, do what I want to do. Cat offering you a gift of honor? Does anybody know what it means when cats bring you gifts? Kind of very annoying. Want to show off and how proud they are able to feed the family? It only proves how dumb they are because all he brings is a toy. Not even real. Alright, for the record, these are not my cats. I can call them dumb if I want. That's good. Diva never brings you anything except malice and hatred. Damn. You're watching someone who's dead inside? What? I'm slightly alive inside. Okay, this is like a cheese. It looks like a cheese. Oh, Quasi, you probably should have UV'd it before you cut the things out. Oh, you're right. See you, Haystein. You're just walking on the very edge of the silo with one foot and didn't fall off? That's awesome. I approve of the chicken moonwalking on the silo. Other extroverts here we can clean up. Do the holes in cheese actually go all the way through, or are they just on the surface? I don't actually know. Never seen cheese in my life. What's my poly budget for a hat? I usually try to aim for less than 1,000. Less than 600 is ideal, but that's really uncommon. 600 is nice because then Unity can do dynamic batching on it. Maybe it's 500. This one will be way less than 1,000 for sure. One. It's a cheese. Actually, you being it might be easier than the last time. The main part of the player's level text is being covered by the XP bar. Could you hit F6 RBS? It'll send me a screenshot. See what you mean? Thanks. What resolution are you playing at? I wonder if it's a resolution book. Having less polygons on the main cheese makes this a lot more manageable. The reason the last one was like impossible to work on is because there were just so many extra polygons everywhere. It was really hard to manage. This one's a little bit less lower, a little bit more lower poly, a little bit less polygons. Makes it easier to manage it. $1080p, okay. Holes are cut out. This one doesn't have to be. Why isn't it coming off? Probably because I have lots of N-gons. Oh damn, yeah, it looks like your bar pivot is off, so it's going up. Interesting. Thanks for reporting that. I shall try to fix it. Make sure our UVs are even. The bottom, middle, blind, western. The other bottles fell over. Damn it! I thought I fixed that. Maybe I fix that in this update. Let's see. I don't remember when I fixed it, but I thought I fixed that in like December. I don't know why it's happening again.
Get those whippersnappers.
Okay, so maybe it's fixed in this version? I'm not sure when I fixed it. Yeah, the glasses don't currently break. Kind of funny because the bottles break. Alright, I think that's everything. Here's the cheese block. Why do I give it a checkered UV texture? That's a good question. So the checkered UV texture is so that I can see the consistency of UV space. So these these boxes allow me to see how much space each face has on the UV sheet. And so I generally want to try to get it as close as I can so that it's even. You can see this one is really uneven. That's because this centerpiece is so big. So ideally I would want the centerpiece to have the same amount of UV space as the top block. But in this case, since that would take too much space, I have all this extra space, so I'm just making this one sacrifice by being a little bit less quality, and these are going to be a little bit higher quality. So the more space an object has, or the more space something has on the sheet, the more quality the texture is going to be. Like what I probably should do is just shrink these down so they match up more to that one. Then they'll have similar texture density. Might as well do that to be a responsible 3D artist. Something. Actually, I could probably get better texel density if I do this, right? If I cut the sides off? I'm glad you asked that question because it's making me question how I did this. Alright, so you can see now the boxes are way more even. So yeah, thanks for asking. Now it's got much more even texel. My reference image, our colors, darks, it actually has a cutout for the head on the bottom, but we're not going to do it. Okay, got my reference image. Let's get to painting. See banana Quasi wearing his cheese hat, Quasi. I got no intention of owning a cheese hat. But if I'm ever at a Wisconsin football game, might be the time. I'm going to roughen some colors here in Photoshop, and then we'll go back into 3D Coat to smooth everything out. Oh, being a little laggy. Now we could try to texture in some holes. It's dumb or not. Pretty cool similar to ZBrush, except you don't model in it. No, it's... I don't know what the original point of the software is, but it's... I mean, ZBrush has similar painting tools, but 3D Code is nice because the painting tools are really similar to Photoshop, and you can connect back and forth with Photoshop. So like basically I can be painting in Photoshop, I hit save, I jump back to 3D Code, and then now my texture is there. I can be here in 3D Code and just being like, well, you know, like this would look better if I did this. It's got like much better painting tools than I think ZBrush has. ZBrush is primarily a sculpting tool, but they do have painting tools in it. But those painting tools are mainly made so you could paint onto your sculpted object. I can like paint some stuff here and be like, all right, I'm kind of liking that. Let me send it back into Photoshop, updates here, and then I can get back to work and kind of working on that stuff. That's why I like 3D Coat. You can do this kind of painting stuff in ZBrush, but it's just not, it doesn't have quite the same workflow. Same with like Blender. Blender has pretty much the same tool that 3D Coat has where you could poly paint, which is like drawing on a mesh. I really like the ease of just jumping back and forth between Photoshop and 3D Coat because Photoshop's like the program I'm actually really good at. I'm gonna soften some of these. Doing this backwards. It'll be darker or brighter. My favorite cheese? It's gotta be mozzarella. Oh no, wait, actually recently I had melted Gouda and that was the best thing ever. In terms of like casual cheese, probably mozzarella. Norvegia is best cheese? I never had it. What's that? Oh, what happened there? Why are they so pixely? Well, that was a lot of wasted work. Ooh, Monster's pretty good. I have not really known a texture. I'm not sure which way is up or down anymore. I think the light is up. I like to put a little gradient on my props. Go the gradient. Thanks, RBS. It definitely helps kind of like sell that there's a light coming down from above. The edge is a little worn. We're doing 3D models, shotgun farmers, or pixel art and drawings for Skyhook. It depends on the day. Definitely, what I like about 3D is that once I get into the game, like all the perspectives are done, you know. In 2D, you can make something, but it only works for that one perspective. Whereas in 3D, I can make something and then use it different angles and different places. It's not just like locked to that one thing. What was the Griffin incident? Talk about that. Can't believe you remember that. The holes look a little dumb. But it's something. What's up, Shady Arcade? How's it going? If you haven't seen this game before, this is Shotgun Farmers, online multiplayer shooter where your bullets go to guns. We are working on some new hats for the game. Oldest hat be given? This is gonna be a level up unlock. There was Arrow and there was Flash, yeah. Alright, let's put the hat into the game. What level? We'll find out right now. I don't know. First, we need to make it. We're gonna call this. What should we call it? Like Cheesehead or Cheesy? It's the 91st hat in the game. Cheesehead? I like it. We're gonna try to line the cheese block up with this hat. Reference. I don't know why the texture looks so bad. F12. We're gonna have to be retextured. Next man up kills with a sniper because it can be a sharp cheddar. That's awesome. For now though, I'm only making hats to fill up. I want to make all 100 levels unlockable. So I don't want to make a stat-based hat for this. We're trying to fill up these third tier hats. We want every level in the game to unlock something. 1, 2, 3, 4, still missing 5. I didn't actually load it into the game. I think it was set to 91 right now. That would be a cool hat. should have made it taller. I think I made it kind of thin. The font in the main menu. So the main fonts in the game is, it's called Gilroy Extra Bold. That's the main font, and then the title font is Chinese Rocks. What's up, Grant? Looks awesome, thank you. Alright. It's perfect. Why does it have a big stripe across? Oh, because... Yep. Oh yeah, it does look weird. I was just kidding. I'll check with the different hairstyles. Why isn't this working? Make an icon for it. Code button on the menu. Where do we get codes for it? There are not currently any codes. It's mainly used for me to debug stuff. There used to be codes for YouTuber hats, but then we made them freely available. So right now it's mainly used for testing certain things and in the future any special uses we might have for it. For example, when I show the game at a convention, I use that for entering my convention code, which is why the only reason it's still in there, but I should remove it. I'll remove it right now because I don't currently have a use for it. Got our screenshot. Crap, the normals are messed up. How did that happen? Normals on the front here are messed up. how the prestige system works. So once you reach level 100, you can hit the button in your profile and it will give you prestige 1, which adds a little icon on your badge. Puts you, increases your prestige to the next level, which unlocks a special item, and then resets your level back to 1. You'll keep all the stuff you've already unlocked, but now you can level up again back to 100 and hit prestige 2, which then upgrades a little icon next to your badge, and also gives you another item, etc. Currently when you prestige, I think prestige 1 you get a diamond chicken head, and prestige 2 you get the diamond shovel. See if it's all good in the hood. Is there hat level 91? Maybe, I forget what level I put that cheese hat on. There's 91, yeah. I think currently the horse is at 91, and I might have moved it down to 90 or something. What the hell? That is not what we intended. Is it always this big? Going forward. Like that better? Maybe a 4-pack with a slight discount in the future. Unfortunately, Steam has removed the ability for developers to add 4-packs. They currently only do it for like a hand-selected group of games, but otherwise they don't allow you to do 4-packs anymore. And it's because it conflicts with their refund system. So Steam's new refund system is, you can play a game and return it as long as you play less than 2 hours or had it for less than 2 weeks. So with their refund system, with the 4-pack, if you buy 4 games, who does a refund go back to if the person you gave the third or second or first pack to want or doesn't want the game anymore, if they want to give the game back, or if you want to refund one of the games you bought in a 4-pack. So for that reason, they took away the ability for devs to set up 4-packs without Steam specifically saying, yes, we want this game to have a 4-pack. So far, the only games I've actually been able to do it has been games with publishers behind them, so like Tiny Build and Adult Swim and games like that have gotten permission. That's because they have a lot of sway with Steam being able to convince them to do it. Whereas I do not. All I got is my pretty face. In other words, money! Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna look into, like, after the Steam release, once we're out of early access, I will eventually put the game on the Humble store. Hopefully we could try to talk to them. I do know some people at Humble, so they might be more willing to give us a 4-pack, or let us do 4-pack there. And then we could do a 4-pack on itch as well. I don't want to do those right now because what happens is on Humble and itch is you're actually selling Steam keys. So anyone who buys your game on Humble or itch, if they leave a review for your game, it actually shows up, like, it doesn't count towards your score because it counts as a free game that they received. So I want to minimize that, at least right now, while we're trying to build up our review score and get people to talk about the game. App Store, would that mean you can't sell on Steam anymore? They don't have a whatever clause it is when you exclusivity clause. I actually did submit Shotgun Farmers to the Epic Store, and within 30 seconds got an email back saying that they're already backlogged for like the next 8 or 9 months on games, and so they just wait and they'll maybe get in contact like a year from now. There's like an automated email instantly because they recently opened up like forums for devs to send in submissions for games, and it was just like, oh, actually, we were just kidding. We're full. Oh, thanks. Wait, don't I have a turntable script? With the cursor on the screen. I capture that sweet Instagram. Oh wait, damn it! Now my voice is in it. I got that sweet Instagram footage. Just watch the Slime Rancher talk I recommended earlier, and the guy is incredibly smart. It's such a great talk. Yeah, I took so many notes down during that talk. If you want more GDC talks, I love GDC talks. I'm obsessed with them. Descenders, it's called, right? Yeah. It's this one. Marketing on a zero budget is really good. And then I don't remember making any of this all is good, but there's also Ryan Clark has his talk. Yeah, how to consistently make profitable indie games. There's a talk from his Twitch channel. It's really good. Yeah, Slime Rancher's prototyping is really smart. Sure, there's some smart devs, which is why I think Slime Rancher was such a big hit. Did extraordinarily well. Let's commit this. And I'm sure it's doing even better now that they're on consoles. Cheese hat. All right, with that and the spooky Zelda music, it is time for me to get going. Thank you guys so very much for an amazing stream. We got a ton of content done. The Riverside mill is complete. We added some cool windows and stuff to it. We made the cheese hat. We fixed a whole bunch of bugs that were plaguing the game. Awesome. This was awesome. We're that much closer to the March 1st release date. That much closer. Still gotta make this damn trailer. Thank you guys so very much for your support. If you enjoyed the show so far, make sure you hit that follow button down there. You'll know when the stream goes live. We get to watch more weird bug creation, game development stuff. See ya, Vibe. See ya, Life is Yours. See ya, Sloth. See ya, Bearded. See ya, Shady Arcade. See you next time, indeed. Next stream will be on Monday. Don't forget, if you die before then, you know, just let your grandkids know so they can watch the stream. And if you want to subscribe to support the stream, it means a lot to me for everyone who does subscribe. You guys help me do this and help this keep going so that I don't die. So I appreciate it so much. See ya, Jal. Good to see ya. Let's go see who we're going to raid and show some love to in the stream world. No dying. I'll try not to. And don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, I post stream uploads there, stream highlights whenever I can, and I've been making vlogs there as well, so you can see more behind the scenes of Quasi TV. Who is streaming and who is streaming out here in the world? Oh, well, why don't we go raid the jerk who made our Bok Bok intro. Let's go show him some love, and let's head on over to Cerebral 3D's channel. This is the jerk who made our Bok Bok intro, that did the art for it. Oops, unrecognized command. Did the art for it, did the sound. The sound of Bok Bok in the intro is actually his voice. So he made the whole video for us. Completely free as a gift. He's super awesome. Let's go show him some love. Drop him a follow if you like his show. He's trying to get affiliate status as well. And until then, I will see you guys next week. Don't die before then. Goodbye.